measured out my spices this morning. As long as you've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of nutmeg, I'm good with that. So,
Okay.
so to get my water moving.
I haven't done the spices yet. The only thing I've done so far is the water. I cracked the grains.
Yeah.
But the crush, it looks like like a good half or better of the fixed row is not cracked. So I don't know if it's because it's harder or if it's a different type. Like it didn't crack the way a normal grain does.
Okay.
So I might run it through the mill a second time.
Okay.
The crush is definitely not normal from what I'm used to. Did you already mill yours or no?
So here's the care pills, and it looks to be about the same. The stuff that I have is about the same size as care pills.
Yeah, it looks the same to me too. But for some reason, it didn't all crack.
Huh.
So I don't know if it's like. See, I don't know anything about 6-row. I've never used it. It's like, is 6-row like a, maybe it's conditioned differently, tougher grain. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's going to come through on the camera. I could show you. This is just the first pass through. I don't know if you can see that or not.
No, not real well.
Nah, but there's some. It definitely cracked some of it, maybe half. So I'm just going to run it through again. I'm not going to mess with my gap because I got my gap on that dialed in perfectly. I get great efficiency. So
yeah,
I figured I'll just run through again.
Do it. There you. Triple dog.
All right, ran it through a second time, and that looks a lot better. Go ahead and add in the rest. We have, since we're putting the pumpkin in there, we got some rice hulls. Just to play it safe, it's probably half a pound. And we got our flaked corn. And then, of course, the pumpkin. All right, there's a shot at the mash. Just put the grains in there and the salts. I'm going to go ahead and put the pumpkin in, and then we'll go ahead and underlet. All right, and add the pumpkin. We got 2 cans of the 2 big cans, so that's 58 ounces. Pumpkin, just kind of spread it around on the top. We're not going to toast it this time. I've done it both ways. I didn't want to get too much toasty character from this, so we're just doing that. And we're starting to underlet now. So 5.5 gallons are being delivered into the mash tun. Hopefully between that, or between the new system here and the rice hulls, we won't have a stuck sparge. Now when I stir this, I'm going to try not to disturb it too much because the rice hulls are at the bottom of this grain bill, and I want to try to keep the pumpkin towards the top as much as possible. So hopefully that'll help it from clogging. All right, let's see how the pumpkin does with this system. See if I don't clog up the works. I get to be the guinea pig. You'll get to see how I do it, and then you can see what I did wrong, and then you can do it the right way.
Yeah. You have too much confidence in me.
Well, so here's my theory. When I milled the grains, I put so the flaked corn and the rice hulls are at the bottom of the mash tun, closest to the filter. The pumpkin's laying on the top. And when I'm underletting, so when the water's in there, I'm just going to give it a nice gentle stir from the top. Hopefully, that'll work. We'll see.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Well, let's see. I've had a stuck sparge every time I've brewed with pumpkin, right? It's always been, but listen, it's always been with a cooler. I've never done it on this system, so we'll see how this false bottom works.
Bite your tongue.
All right, water has been delivered. I'm not going to use the mash paddle this time because I don't want to disturb this pumpkin too much at the top, and I'm not going to stir it all the way in to the bottom. But I am going to give this a nice gentle stir, and hopefully that'll keep us from a stuck sparge. Time will tell. Tried to keep this as a nice thin mash too. Hopefully that'll help. All right, so far so good. Flowing good. Got a nice flow on it. Got it turned down quite a bit. About a quarter of the way. And yeah, all right.
My theory didn't fully work, but it was half right. So not disturbing the bottom was bad because it was already sort of clogged to start with from whatever was down there, like the rice hulls and the flaked maize. So the pumpkin was just laying on the top, no issue. And I right off the bat, like a minute into recirculating, it stuck sparge immediately. As soon as I took my metal spoon and I just kind of like underneath of there, just pulled a little bit up without stirring the mash, or without stirring the pumpkin down, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then you can hear in the mash tun, blub, 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 all the air coming out of there. Ever since I did that, it's fine. No issue.
Scaring me.
So most of the pumpkin is still towards the top. I have about a half a pound of rice hulls in there on top of what we already have.
I didn't even measure. I just dumped.
Yep. Just half a bag. Half a bag's half a pound. So.
Well, I buy it 5 pounds, 5 or 10 pounds at a time. From there's an Amazon shop. There's a Homebrew, Ohio, right? And they've got an Amazon shop, and they sell 10 pounds at a time, and it's cheaper than buying it by the pound on Amazon. And I mean, I could stop at my local homebrew shop, but that's out of the way a little bit sometimes. So you gotta love Amazon. It makes everybody that much more lazy.
That's right. Well, except for
stuck at home all day.
For everything.
Yeah.
But no, I don't normally. Ever since I fixed my crush, I don't normally use rice hulls anymore. I don't need to.
Yeah.
But this, I was scared, so I threw it in there.
Yeah, well, no shit. Yeah. I'm terrified. But my crush looks pretty good.
Have you ever brewed with pumpkin on that system yet?
I've never brewed with pumpkin. Period. When I made that porter, it was just pumpkin spices. That's all it was.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
A bunch of crap, and people are saying, well, you really don't get a whole lot of flavor from it. So I was like, well, the hell with that. I'm not going to take any chances with the stuck sparge and all that.
You're not wrong. I've heard for the amount that I'm sticking in, you might get a little bit of a vegetal presence from it. You're not going to get the pumpkin from the pumpkin. Most of that comes from the spice.
Yeah.
But hey, it's worked for me in the past. The flavor was not too much, As long as you don't overdo it with the spices, you're good to go.
We're going to go balls deep in this one.
Well, go big or go home, man. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, I got to go upstairs and get a rubber spatula. I forgot when I ran upstairs to get my can opener.
Yeah. So I think we're good on the spice. I think we're on the light side with doing a teaspoon apiece.
Yeah, you can.
If we feel like we need more, you can add it any time. I mean, hell, we could throw it in the fermenter. We can throw it in the keg if we feel like it's too light.
Yeah, make a little tincture or whatever and toss it in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I think that's a good starting point.
All right, we are now sparging. The mash was a little bit fun with the pumpkin. I ended up having to stir once, but that was pretty good. Good call on the rice hulls. So now I got some water trickling in there. Starting to fill this up. Got a nice creamy golden color to it, and man, the smell of it. The first runnings of this coming through here, it smells all pumpkin. I can definitely smell that pumpkin puree in there. That's great. I'm sure that'll dilute as it fills up. That's probably all the pumpkin sitting at the bottom of that mesh filter.
I'm using all size today.
What did I say I was doing?
Lemon drop and
lemon drop and Waimea, I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. I still got to get that out of the freezer.
Should be pretty good.
Yeah, it should be all right. Gives me an excuse to use the lemon drop.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
I've never used lemon drop.
We did a hop experiment years ago. I hubbed it, and I think Nate used lemon drop. Chris Beaver Dog Beaver Dog Brews, he used YMA and got a little color sample, Matt.
Yeah.
we're my lighting's shit, but I think we're about the same.
Looks about the same, yeah. I think you're right. Looks good.
Yeah.
Is it nice and clear too?
It's got a little bit of haze into it, but it smells like pumpkin.
Does it really? That's
Yeah.
great.
It smells just-
We'll see how much of that sticks around. Yeah, I've drank my fair share of pumpkin beers, but I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin cream ale, so this will be different.
I can't say I've had it either. Usually, it's always darker beers, or it's like an amber, or just like a pale, but I've never uncharted territory.
I can't get over that. That's amazing how much pumpkin smell is coming into that boil kettle. I'm expecting it to dilute out like that. Once the rest of it goes in there, it's not going to be as much, but it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, it's going to be nice to see what happens with the hop aromas and the pumpkin, how that all plays together.
Yeah. Yep. It's the first time I've done pumpkin on this nice of a system. Last time I did it was with that cooler.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. And then, last minute change of the yeast too, so we'll see how that goes too.
Well, we're both using lager yeast, so, but I'm doing 3470 and the ambient is 65. So.
Well, no, I changed mine to the themes.
Yeah.
So I can ferment that at room
Yeah,
temperature.
you're using English yeast, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to help with the sweetness and maltiness. So I'm hoping that'll help with the flavor on this. It's still on the stir plate in there. I figure I'll let it go to the last minute and then just dump it in. Not even gonna bother decanning it this time. I'm just gonna throw it in there.
Yeah, most of the time I don't, unless I've got a 2-liter starter. I may decant that, but.
Yep.
3-liter starters.
It's not gonna do much to anything, so.
All right, still going through the sparge now. We've delivered all the water, and it's just working its way through the grains. And we are now over the element and the thermoprobe, actually. So we've hit the 5-gallon mark. I'm going to go ahead and switch this on over to the boil kettle and set it to 200 degrees. And that way we can get up to 200 and keep it there until we get the volume. So we can go ahead and start the boil. I'm going to go ahead and measure out my hops now. Who's this guy?
It's Homebrew Sunday! Sunday! I'm an idiot.
That's great. That one's staying in for sure.
Man, it's this stinking mash is taking its sweet ass time coming up with mash out. I don't know if it's the pumpkin, maybe. I don't know. That thermal mass. I don't know. It's just.
I had the same problem, man. That pumpkin has slowed everything down for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. What is it? Basically 4 pounds of pumpkin would
Almost, yeah.
slow everything down. It's just taking forever. I was standing over there watching it, and I was just questioning, is the probe even working? So I got out my instant read and I probed it, and yeah, the water and everything's what it should be. It's just taking forever.
I noticed the same thing, right? So when I set my HLT to 150, it was having a hell of a time keeping it at 150. So I had to put it. I think I set it to 152 or 153 to get it up to what I wanted it to be.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've got my mash out set at 180. Right.
Like what's the deal with pumpkin? Does it absorb heat?
I guess, but I got the water in the HLT is 165, and it was 161 just a few minutes ago. And the water, the recirculating around back into the mash tun was the same temperature as the HLT PID, right? So everything's working fine. So it finally started coming up, but it's only coming up like a degree or two. It's just
really slow. Yeah.
All right, we just reached our rolling boil. I had to throw the hop spider in there because I don't have a lot of hops, but the orange peel, I don't need that gumming up stuff. So there's a quarter ounce of Waimea. It's got an alpha acid of 17.5, so we don't want this to be too bitter. So that's all it's going to need. Next hop drop is at 15. All right, time for some 15-minute additions. We got a few of them. We got some orange peel, got some cinnamon, some nutmeg, some yeast nutrient, got the Whirlflock tablet, and some more hops. I'm going to do the lemon drop. Let's get this stuff in there. Here, Wally, give me a hand. Can I get you to pour some of this in for me? I only got 2 hands here. I don't know.
Sorry. We're a few hours away.
I appreciate it. Well, it would be a true collaboration then.
Yeah.
Whirlflock in there. We'll put all this straight into the boil, I think. That should be all right. And then, oh, probably should have had it open. Lemon drop. Doesn't really smell like lemon. That's all right. Stick this in here too. Boom. It's the first time I've tried to use some lemon drop. Wow. Yeah, that really spiced it up, Wally. Now it's got that. Now it definitely has that pumpkin pie scent going there. Man, as soon as I dropped in that cinnamon nutmeg, man, now it smells like a pumpkin pie I'm boiling.
Nice. Well, I'm getting there. I'm almost ready to boil. I gotta finish this up. Right now, I got 8 gallons collected, so I'm pretty close.
Yeah, you're right on my heels.
I'm almost there. I don't know if I'll catch it, but I'll be close.
All right, that is flame out. We're trying to sanitize everything, chiller, pump, all that stuff. So it's been running here for a good 5 or so minutes, boiling. So everything's nice and sanitary. Filling up my bucket. I'm going to put some ice water in here to try to chill this down quickly, get it to pitching temperature, so I can go to bed because it is late for me. Alright, cooling her down now. Getting that submersible pump and some ice water to get it down to pitching temp quickly. So far we're at 138 in the kettle. We're still full force, but just dropped below 100. So probably let this go down to at least 80. Throttle this back and put it in the fermenter. I thought I'd give a shot of this. Look at all the extra particulate under there, all that protein, I guess probably from the pumpkin. Normally don't get that much on most brews I do, so I found that to be interesting. Alright, Wise 1275, Thames Valley Ale. Pitched.
You're all done?
Yep. Pitched. Ready to go.
I got 25 minutes left in my boil.
You're fine. I still got some cleanup I want to do before I head off. I'm not going to leave it like this all day.
No, not at all. I think I'm gonna have a beer. 11:30.
Hey, there you go. I can join you. You know, if I fall asleep now, it's no big deal.
I was looking in my refrigerator and I found the strawberry blonde sitting in the back of the refrigerator.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, got some blue label on it that says "Prepared to be wrecked" on it.
No, really? That's not yours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, who's that?
Look at that bottle. Look at that beer.
Nice.
So I'm gonna crack into that one. Something light.
Trying to think, what do I want to have?
Whoa, carbonated.
Oh, look at that. That held up all right.
Oh yeah. Beautiful looking beer. Look how clear that is.
It's very clear.
Oh yeah. Nice head. Look at all the bubbles streaming up there. Pretty nice.
Now, the thing is, did the strawberries stick around or not?
Yeah. Strawberries there.
Yeah, really?
Strawberry in the
Wow.
nose.
How about that?
Smells good. Still smells good. Tastes good. Yeah, there's still strawberry in it. It's not a
That's
strawberry.
I would have thought that would have faded away by now.
This one turned out so much better than mine. This is good.
It's all about the yeast, I think, right? That's the only thing we changed, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna pop into something here in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Let me get my airlock on first. All right, Wally, we're gonna try something here, and then I'm gonna get back to the cleaning. This, I figured, since we're doing a cream ale,
Yeah.
this is Gary's cream ale.
Okay. Nice.
Tap Out Brewing cream ale, 5.5% ABV.
Yeah.
He says, this cream ale was inspired to support a fruit beer. However, the beer stands on its own as a perfect example of a cream ale. Classic cream ale style, clean, crisp, ale yeast character. I hope you enjoy our example of a great American cream ale. Well, let's see. I don't have any of the strawberry blonde left, so this will have to do.
I think that's the last bottle I've got. So let's use that. My alarm's about to go off, so you hear it in the background.
Wow.
Oh, that's about the same color as your strawberry blonde.
Yeah, look at the clarity on that, though. That's insane.
Yep.
Plenty of bubbles, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, mister.
Yeah, it definitely has that, just like a clean cream ale scent to it, really. Not really picking up much of any kind of hops or anything from it.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't really get any hops from a cream ale.
Yeah, it sort of smells like, I'm sure he put flake corn in there. It's kind of what it smells like.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's a good way to end the night.
Got my pumpkin pie going on in the background.
Can you smell that? Doesn't it smell like a pumpkin pie now?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Man, that's insane how much that smelled like a pumpkin pie in the kettle. Yep. I can definitely get all those spices out of the sample here too. That's probably going to stick around for a while. And I still smell the pumpkin too.
Oh, yeah?
I could still get that like squashy, pumpkin-y smell out of this. That's cool. Well, hopefully it sticks around.
Yeah, I just started my recirculation through the wort chiller. So
Okay. Yeah.
15 minutes left, and I'm going to start cooling it in.
You're pretty close. Well, I'm going to start washing out the boil kettle.
All right.
Thanks for collaborating with me. Thanks for brewing with me.
It's been fun. It's
been fun.
Fun day. All right, Matt.
All right, sir. I'll talk to you later. Let me know how
All
your beer's coming along. I'll let you know how this one's going.
All right.